So hello, my name is Dr. Kashif Sadiq and I'm a research scientist at the Heidelberg Institute for Theoretical Studies. My training is primarily in physics and I apply theoretical physics principles to the study of biomolecules. So the main area is biophysics. The lab I work in, some of the people there had already been at the BETP and they recommended it during one of the meetings, and I thought this would be a very good thing to do, so I took the opportunity to do it. The main motivation was that I'd always had some kind of interest in learning about entrepreneurial techniques and to apply what I know, perhaps in an entrepreneurial manner. But I didn't have really any training or specific knowledge on how to do that, and that's what I wanted to gain. There were a number of things I really liked about the BETP. Firstly, the course I thought was really well taught. It was a really immersive experience. One needed to really kind of dive into it, and if one made the effort to do that, then there was a lot that came back. There was a really large amount of material which I found very useful going through, both during the lectures, but also as a resource afterwards. But the main experience, I think, or the main thing that I really got out of it was the kind of interaction with the other people there, with the lecturers, and the kind of the focusing on trying to make a presentable application or pitch at the end of a particular business idea. I'd certainly recommend the program. As I said, I got a lot out of it, and mainly the reason I'd recommend it is because I think it's pitched in the right way, which is that I think it's really pitched at people who come from a more academic background, who are doing really exciting, innovative things, but may not necessarily know how to commercialize or to move their innovations into, let's say, an entrepreneurial setting. And so the ability to make that transfer was made more apparent to me by going to the course, and that's why I would really recommend it for people who are thinking along those lines as well. I think what it's given me mainly is a sharpened sense of acuity towards picking up on ideas that may have slipped my notice before, and I think that's the main thing that I got out of it. Whereas before I might be doing something where you know, it would be trying to innovate some new technique in my field or applying some technique, and just doing that for the sake of doing it without knowing necessarily the avenues by which that could actually be applied in a commercial setting. And so now, if and when those kind of techniques are being developed, I kind of have more or less half an eye on whether that could actually be workable in a commercial setting. And that, I think, has been a really positive thing from the program. For me, I haven't yet used it in that way, but I can certainly envisage that it could be used in that way. So the kinds of work that we do are more on the, let's say, basic science side of the spectrum, and so it's not always apparent whether such things would be useful in a grant application for basic science. But what is useful then is to know that at the other end of the spectrum there is this commercializability. So maybe not for grant writing, but definitely for a long-term vision of how you would go from, let's say, a basic research grant into a transfer grant, for example. If there were other courses that were similar to this, I'd definitely go to learn more about these things. I think the BETP course really covers quite a lot, so I think what may be very useful is to have some kind of follow-up course which may take people a little bit further down the trajectories that they have kind of envisioned going on when they attended the first BETP course. So as a kind of follow-up to say, well, where are you guys at now? Do you have any interesting ideas, and can we promote them to, let's say, the next level of development? And that would be a very nice thing, I think.